Hey guys, got some exciting stuff for you today. Going to teach you the lead leg and centered throw. Going to show you how that works. There's quite a few of my clients now that are working on this. There's a little bit of confusion. And when I do my Zoom golf lessons, I get some more insight. And when I get insight from you guys, I put it out here for you guys to get better on your golf game, on your motion, on this motion. Okay, so before I start, like, subscribe, and share. Over 50% watch my videos regularly, but don't subscribe. Would love it if you did that. That makes a huge difference in my life to give you more content coming forward from this, okay? It's about 4 o'clock in the morning before I go and start my shift over at Country Hills on a Sunday. So this Sunday afternoon at about 5 o'clock Central Time, there'll be a link up and I'm going to be doing a live question and answer on this very day, talking about this topic. So I want you guys to watch the video, leave comments, and then questions and answers about it for about an hour or so. I do a live pretty much every Sunday. Then after that, I'll be heading out and I'll be going to France, where I'll be seeing one of my students over there and having a good time on a little bit of a vacation, but I'll be doing my Zoom golf lessons there as well. All right, so let's get into it. As everybody that I have seen has a little bit of confusion on the movement pattern, okay? So I got my driver and we're gonna go over several things. So what I keep seeing in you guys is when you're a lead leg, which is gonna be into your left leg, lead leg, okay? You're just barely there a little bit. Some people are really overdoing this a little bit too much this way. So you really just want to feel like it's about 60-40 is what it'll feel like. And then the very first move is you're going to push just a little, just that little left. And what that little left does is coming from the right foot, and then that immediately rebounds you. So you can practice that at home by just doing that. And that's it, okay? Because once you do that, then you add your hand winding up. Now, how much do you wind up? Well, this is the beginning of that circle that I talk about, okay? So I'm gonna go from here at this angle, and you can clearly see that when I do that little move and I come right here, my hand will go right back and it's on my toe line, okay? So once I'm there, right at 9 o'clock, see it? There's my left, right, and I wind up. Right here, my right leg is already, or my trail leg is already pushing me back over as my hand continues to wind up over my shoulder. So you can even let your heel come up. It does not matter to me. That just means that you wound up even more. So from here, now your golf club, you'll notice it matches, all my angles match, okay? So I'll do it this way. So you see there's my little left, and then right, and then there's my throw. So you can see where my hand is right back here. Hand is hinging. Now, this gets the confusing part. So many people think that your arms now go up. See, my arm looks pretty good, right? But what I just did is I just separated my arms and body from everything. So what's the difference? I want to keep winding my hand. And now I've got a coil. Watch. See my hand? My hand keeps moving. Hand keeps moving. Hand keeps moving. See? Right there. Now, if you're centered, it's the same thing. The difference of being centered and lead is lead, you're starting a little more left, and so you'll go left quicker. And then in centered, what's the difference? You still push a little left in the beginning, but as you take it back, you're more centered, and you can see that I'm still my leg is bent a little bit more in the centered motion. And it doesn't go back left until my hand and shaft tip right here. You should be able to see that. Okay, it correlates right there. Now there's force before motion because you did the little left bump. It's already starting, but you don't really sense it all the way until the shaft tips, meaning the head starts to go that way. And when it goes that way, now I'm centered, and then when I throw, the ground is pushing me a little quicker as my arm is now here, and you can see there's a little more weight in the trail leg right here as I am then, and I'll try to add slowness to this. As my arm is extending, you'll see that my knee, my pelvis, and my foot are all correlated and moving together, and you'll see that the shaft leans forward, and then it's thrown under. I'll show you that angle from here. So this is centered. Still push a little left quickly. There. Now you start to see me go left. You can let the heel come up if you want to. I'm on a slow motion. Now, I'm actually going to take my left hand off the golf club now. So from this angle here, my arm has width. Now, I do not have, on a throw, to start with the lower body first, even though the pressure is already there. Once the arm is going back and puts pressure left, the ground is already pushing you. So you don't have to do anything extra. You just have to make your arm, hand, this part of your whole thing goes down the line under. Now I did that for a reason. See how my hand, and you could play around it, play this with home to learn the feeling of this. See? So this is actually, because my thumb is no longer there, my hand is no longer there, you'll see that the shaft is there. So my arm is right from the top, throwing under, and my body is responding to where that golf club, again, is in that pendulum feel. And then the elbow's bent, wrist is bent, club face is here. So the body doesn't keep turning here, see? So once I'm here, now the handle will go backwards because this wrist bone and elbow and arm straighten to where the golf club is right after impact. See that? So that's what I want you guys to practice, and you can do that with just your right hand and arm. And that is just like tossing a ball. If I was standing directly right there and you were going to throw a ball to me, you would not move your head out in front. You would not drive your hip. You would literally just let your arm go. Now, this is the #1 confusing thing that when I tell people the right hand underarm throw, the right hand never rolls over. The left hand is the backhand. That's the speed hand. The right hand and arm is the governor of this. So I'll show you slowly. And do this in front of a mirror to where you can see it. And you'll see I'm right on line. Now my golf club continues to go. You can still see it, still see it, still see it, still see it, still see it. And all the way up to here, my hand is not ever rolling. See, it's never going to do that. Okay, it's never ever going to do that. Why? Because my left hand does that. Now, in an underarm throw, I'm going to put both hands on it and I'll go slow and I'll break this down the other way too. Okay, the mirror might be in the way just a little, but we'll see. So as I'm coming under, you'll see my golf club going right down the line, right down the line, right down the line, right down the line, right down the line. Now the toe looks like it's rotated, right? That's because my left hand's on the golf club. See, watch. There, didn't rotate. Left hand on it, starts to rotate. My left hand on an underhand throw, the left hand goes into extension, not right here. That is a centrifugal force release. That is a pendulum here and here for maximum speed, right? This is an underarm throw. So look where that is. Look how much more extension my arms have. So if I was to throw a ball, it was no different. I'm not, believe me, all I'm telling you to do is throw a ball underhanded. And if you flipped your hand, people say, hey, I flipped my hand, I'm gonna hit my face. It's not your hand, right? It's your arm. It's from here to here, that's your navicular bone to right above to where the attachment points to from your bicep to your forearm. Okay, that's your arm. So when the arm goes, you'll see right there, there's no, now look right here, look where my left hand is. This is, I don't think I've ever said this before, so the left hand doesn't really roll over. Square right there. There it extends. See how my arm extends? Now the club is in line with my right hand and arm. And there's my left hand starting to roll over as my arm goes out. It really finishes its complete. As the golf club goes up, the golf club does not go from, you understand what I mean by that? The club head is parallel to the ground. It doesn't go up until my left hand is almost level with my shoulder. So it does not go up. It goes out and then up. And we're like, well, how does that club face square up? So when you throw and your right elbow and arm is in, and then you'll see by a lot of players, the body has to stall. That's what people don't have. And you can get that by throwing, doing slow motion in front of a mirror where you see this. And the only difference between a centrifugal force throw here is that when you throw, you'll have more pressure on your right that then transfers left. And a lead leg is you're more left earlier, so the ground is pushing you the opposite way a little bit while you're throwing. But what that ultimately does is this left leg, lead leg, when I'm throwing, you'll see, is straightened here. See, I'm here in this position. So practice and look at this mirror position right here, and you'll see that my body is not way open. My navel, that's not perfectly square because my right knee, understand this, the right knee and foot, when it rolls in to correlate with this, that little bit right there rolls the foot and knee toward the target that way, and that opens my body. That's dead square. That opens my body about that much, and that's where you are when you release to throw a ball. And then the arm goes. Okay, so there'll be a little confusion on that, and I hope you guys understand that, right? So when you could practice this, you could practice the golf club. You would just throw. And there goes your arm going from bent right here to straight. And then that's not the whole golf swing, see? Watch. Now it's in line with the arm. Well, when I throw a ball, my hand winds up, my arm to the target. This is the last thing that goes. It doesn't go right here. All right? So I really, really hope you guys like that one. Go to my rkswingking.com for Zoom lessons. I am running for a few more days a 50% off sale. So grab that up. You can get as many as you want. Membership site is up there as well. That's not on sale because it's already a great deal. All right, it's already a great deal. You guys can send me 2 videos every week. I get to look at your golf swings, see what you do, and then correct it, do a voiceover, and then make a personal video for you, okay? So a lot of people have been wildly successful with that. Most people will do a Zoom or so first with me, and then they try to do the membership. That's probably the most bang for your buck. But again, I'm here for you. I hope you guys like this. Like, subscribe, and share. God bless everybody. Have a great day.